International Podcast. I'm Muninn, and today, after a little break, we're going to do a little bit of catch up and we're going to cover three chapters of One Piece: chapter 1020, 1021, and 1022. Here with me today, we have Pizza-kun,
Hello.
Panda,
Hello.
and Warple.
Hey.
So, the topics today are for chapter 1020, Yamato versus Kaido, Black Maria versus Nico Robin, and Luffy's request to Momo. For chapter 1021, we have Sea Serpent Snapdragon, Demon Nico Robin, and Momo's decision. And for 1022, we have Fight Beyond Duty, The Stars Take Their Stage, and wait, I messed up. Fight Beyond Duty, Hawkins Trap, and The Stars Take Their Stage. So before we start, please consider joining our Discord. We have people from all around the world talking about their favorite anime, manga, manhwa, or webtoon. So if you want to talk about your favorite, request to other people, or get requests what you should read or watch, join our Discord. The link is in the chat. Let's start with the cover pages. For 1020, we have a fan request, a reader request, Denjiro dreaming of eating a giant shrimp tempura as he chews on his own pompadour by 420 land.
That's so great.
I mean, like, but bro, at first I thought like it was like a big ass rice ball with like a little shrimp in it.
No, that's a whole ass shrimp.
Bro, I mean, it. Who wouldn't dream of like a giant tempura? You know,
Oh
eating
my
it.
god. Yeah,
The
giant
big-
shrimp. Let's go. Terrifying to
Yeah.
think about because, like, imagine a shrimp the size of a dog.
Bro, it would be hella tasty and hella terrifying at the same time, man.
Yes.
Being like, oh, I'm gonna eat you, you
Absolutely.
know. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna enjoy you, but like, goddamn, I didn't know that they came in such sizes, you know.
Right?
Yeah, I would definitely throw down. Absolutely. I'm right there with Denjiro. I had a giant piece of tempura this big. Send it my
Bro.
way.
I mean,
Chow Town.
as soon as he wakes up, I don't think he will be like
As pleased.
yes, because I don't think that a mouthful of hair is that delicious.
You know, as an individual who's never eaten his own hair, I don't know about that, but you know, those of us with longer hair here could maybe, you know, shed some light on the situation.
I may have super long hair. I've never tried it. I don't.
Bro, like when I was younger, I had those big ass mullets, you know, when it was
Oh,
in
no.
style. Bro, I would like measure it, like how long it was, how close it got to my mouth. So every time
That's your
I
measuring tool. Like I can't eat it yet.
Can I eat it yet?
bro, and I would like sometimes when I was bored in class, I would just like pick my hair up and then put it in my mouth, just like fuck it.
Yes.
Imagine how we can imagine how Midoriya feels like when he ate All Might's hair, you know.
Oh, that was disgusting.
This is gross.
That's
Yeah, that was
gross.
good.
That
That's
was
funny.
gross. Yes. So now let's start with the first topic we have. We actually see the fight between Yamato and Kaido. I mean, we have on the first panel, we see like the full scale of the Onigashima with the skull, and then we get to like Kaido and Yamato facing each other and talking about Yamato's devil fruit, which is the wolf type fruit, the Okuchi no Makami, and it's a rare type of mythical wolf's fruit. It is the guardian spirit of Wano, which is like it makes like you think of Yamato being like the one Kaido wanted to be the next like ruler of Wano.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like Yamato eating that fruit.
It's kind of
Well,
ironical.
Yeah, it's kind of ironical because he also sees himself as Odin, so he wants to free the country, and he's like the spirit of the
Wano
spirit
itself.
animal of Wano itself,
Which is pretty cool because like the Okami is the Japanese wolf god, the messenger to the gods in Japanese lore and culture. So the way they integrated that into this anime is really interesting. Like, I'm very interested to see more of the mythical, zone class, animal class fruits. Because, like, until we got to this island, animal fruits were just kind of here and there, and they weren't really that cool.
It was just meh after we saw Marco, with this mythical Zoan Phoenix type,
And you're like,
That was-
okay, nothing's gonna beat that.
Yeah, and now
Yes.
this. I mean, it looks so.
Literally an ice wolf god. Like,
Bro, it looks so amazing how she turned out, with her like full body transformation.
Oh yes, I mean, with Wano we get so much insight into like all this animal type fruits, like all the zoans, and they are so interesting right now. Before it was like, as you said, it was not that.
they were kind of
good.
meh.
Yes.
They were like, you're like, oh, that person turned into an animal, and then we came up on an island of actual animal people, and it was just like, animals.
I
And
mean,
then
I
we
mean,
had, like-
before I mean we before the also the Zoan type weren't like, I don't know, they weren't, from my perspective, they weren't perceived as like super strong, except
Right,
of Mako.
the CP9.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, they were.
Those
kind
were
of
zone
strong.
fruits, right?
Yes, they were all Zoan fruits.
But they were
Yes,
hella
aside
weird.
From
Yeah, the giraffe that turns into a cube.
aside from I can't remember her name, but her soap powers, they were also.
Oh yeah. The was it Khalifa?
Is it Khalifa?
Wait, but,
I'm bad with names.
Wiz Khalifa?
No.
but I
What
haven't
was
heard
his
his
name?
name in a while.
It is
No.
Khalifa. Yeah, it is Khalifa.
Wow, that I remember
You
that.
got it.
Like, one thing I do like is, like, they might be animals, but most of the time their powers have absolutely nothing to do with the animal that they are. Again,
Bro.
cube giraffe.
Bro,
I mean,
like,
but like with Wano, it kind of changed.
Mm-hmm.
Except of like Sasuke.
The helicopter triceratops thing.
Yes.
that was super weird.
I was just like,
I mean,
That was
wouldn't
weird.
why?
wouldn't Queen be like modify that? Like he modified himself. Basically, why wouldn't he do it at others like high ranked zone type users?
I don't know, but still Sasuke's powers were
It was
so
weird.
weird.
I mean, that's one of the reasons why we like One Piece, though. In general, it had the
The
world, the universe. That it has the free reign to be.
I mean, it
next
has-
level out there, acid trip weird, and it's okay.
It has the bizarreness of JoJo, man.
I think it's slightly more bizarre at this point.
I mean, like devil, a pen that's a devil fruit, a sword that's a devil fruit.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
kind of weird. Making
well,
inanimate
I still-
objects living.
I still question how that works.
Yeah, I know. How do they feed it
Yeah.
Like, to the thing? Like, how do you feed a sword?
I mean, how do you feed a cannon?
Okay, that one's an easy one.
I mean, a cannon has like, you can put something into the cannon.
There's a whole ass hole in the cannon. Okay.
Well, I mean, like Oda's going like loose with like the Japanese mythology, you know.
Yeah, but like
I
he's
actually
still
like
paying.
that.
He's still paying like homage to it in like a semi-appropriate way. Like the whole entire concept that he was been covering, you know, like the feudal hierarchy between, you know, samurais and like the commoners and the rest of that, like everything that is, he's capturing the essence of it, but you know, putting his own spin on it. So I appreciate that.
And also, it gives us like a whole new like base where we can like base theories on how it's going to continue.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or
how the
never.
character is going to develop in the story.
I mean, like some people forget like Kawamatsu itself is also like a mythology creature, you know. For a forest dragon, Yoshinori Kawamatsu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah.
also pretty sick.
so we are still talking about Yamato versus Kaido.
We went
Bro,
completely out of topic.
We got lost, but it's okay.
Yeah,
We had
are
serious
lost
questions that needed to be answered.
I mean, we say some like for Kaido, we see here that this for him, this country, this whole country is just a factory that he is like ruling, and Yamato's just not having it, not having any of it, and wants to like free it because like I mean he inherited the will of Odin, so it's his dream too, and like both blast breath. Oh my god, so good.
I'll be like Kaido even saying like don't push your luck because it's like even power, you know.
Yes.
But then what Muninn said like in the beginning while we went off topic, like it's ironical because like Kaido is like a plague in Wano because he's like destroying the whole country, and his Kaido's daughter that thinks he's Odin, like is actually trying to protect it because of Odin's will, you know, because like she also wants to open up the
Yeah, she
border.
found his journal, I believe, right? Was that what it
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is admirable. And like sad because like that's her only like touch with the outside world out of like the world that she was born into. Like the world of other possibilities besides like, you know, the tyrannical hierarchy reign of terror that, you know, Kaido has imposed upon the land. So like, I mean, to her it's like a fantasy she's trying to make come true. It's a lot to overcome.
I mean, imagine if she didn't eat the devil fruit and would just swim away like how Rayleigh did in Sabodi, you know.
I mean, I imagine she would, especially based on like 1019 when she was just talking about like I really didn't need to eat this fruit, a complete accident.
Yo, can she fly?
I think it would be like the transformation from Zou, you know, like that who like Carrie did, like gliding over the water, more like gliding instead of like flying.
It looks like her character should fly. I'm just saying.
I mean, technically Charizard should be a flying Pokemon type, but it's like a fairy type, you know, so that also doesn't make sense.
She may be able to just maybe not fly, but the blast breath that she used was called Glacier Fang. Maybe she can use something similar to Aokiji, where she just
just freezes the ocean.
Freezes the ocean. Yeah,
that would be sick.
Yes, it
well,
would be like
Aokiji's the G.
Wouldn't it be the third character that can like go over the ocean?
But no one can do it like Aokiji.
Yes,
because Aokiji can do it. Oh, then it's the fourth.
What about Shiki, Golden Shiki? I mean, he technically has the float fruit.
The flamingo is a little bit cheating with the clouds.
Does flying not count?
I mean, it's more like gravity. Like it's like he would like have something underneath his feet to fly, right?
Who? The float fruit guy?
No, Shiki.
Yeah, he made himself fly using the swords that he implanted in his legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I I don't know if Shiki could like go over the ocean.
No, he
but
probably
Brooke
just
can
died.
too.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Brooke can too.
Oh yeah, Brooke can run.
Brooke
over.
runs Brooke
Yeah.
runs across
Yeah.
like those lizards that you see. You just go near.
bro. I mean, like, Aokiji does it the best, man. Just chilling on his bike, just biking, like
Yeah.
how you would do when you're like so tired, you know, you don't even want to
Real
bike, and
casual.
you need to bike. That's how he bikes
Yes.
over the ocean.
Yes. So moving on to like the real deal of this chapter, let's get to Black Maria versus Nico Robin. Let's get to the fight, which is like we all waited for it. We all waited for Nico Robin and Black Maria fight, and
Yeah.
Black Maria's. At first, we see like Black Maria's power of her
The illusion gas.
illusions. Like she makes illusions of Robin's mom and the professor from O'Hara and Seoul, which like those are Robin's loved ones. And at first, it looks like she like
She fell for it. Yeah.
she fell for it, but she didn't fall for it. Like
Yeah.
she is this like character.
Bro, she ain't
She's
dumb.
yeah, she ain't dumb.
I mean, she could be easily one of the smartest characters in One Piece.
Yeah,
Yes.
I can definitely see it.
Yeah.
Yes. Like academically, she probably is. I mean, she can read the poneglyphs, and she
Yeah.
learned it like at the age of what?
8
10?
or something.
8.
8?
Yeah. I'd say like Frankie, Vegapunk, Caesar, Judge. Those are probably like the only other people who could compete with Robin in terms of intelligence.
Bro, Vorpal, you're right, man. People be sleeping on Frankie, even though he's like, his personality is like a goofy type. But
Mhm.
bro, he has the blueprints of Pluton in the back of his head. So he
And
he
also-
can,
And also, you see like all the weapons in his backflash. You see all the weapons he did like in his childhood, and he wasn't even an adult, and she constructed those like weapons. And he is actually very smart, and he's very talented when it comes to like technology.
and he technically indirectly learned from Vegapunk as well, because he got sent to his island.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
but even before
uh,
that, he was like pretty
Yeah.
smart when it came to weapons and technology and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Bro, but I mean, like, in a chapter, like how Nico Robin is going, you know, like finally seeing some action of her with like her giant ass hands, like
Yes.
slapping all three of them, you know, like she has like,
The Giga slap.
the
Yeah.
Gigas.
the 3-piece.
Yeah, bro, and she says like, I know, but it's such a shame because like she obviously misses them,
Mm-hmm.
but then it's like she knows it's an illusion, so it like extra hurts, you know, like
Yeah.
how Brook was like seeing his crewmates die 50 years ago, you know, and then like needing to live with the fact that he's alone on the ship with their corpses.
Oh, that's so sad. I mean, that's like so tragic to see
Yeah.
everybody else around you die.
And not being able to die yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, he did he see all of them dying? Because
He was the last
he
one.
was lost.
He was the last one. Everyone he was the one that went from like from a duo to a solo, and he was the only
Oh
one
yes,
standing.
yes. And but then when he finally died, his soul was wandering around for some time until he found his
Oh, yeah.
body again.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think he watched them decompose, but he did have to go back to the ship and see all their like skeletons and stuff.
Yes.
True.
Yes. That's so sad.
Yeah,
So-
but I enjoyed all the start of this fight. Like I did enjoy that Robin like entertained the illusions briefly to say hello and that she missed them, and then
Mm-hmm.
give them the mean 3-piece afterwards.
Yes.
Like
And
this
then
just
we
confirms my theory that Robin's the ultimate sandbagger.
No, why not the teabagger, man?
Ha.
I mean,
I don't
she
think
could
that's her
grow some.
style.
She could grow some balls, and like actually like teabag them.
True.
Bro. Giganti bag.
I mean, after that, we see them running for a short time from Black Maria. Um. ah,
Bro, it's like it's so weird. Like the why you one Yudo pug smile. Like they have like an human faced dog, and it keeps starting fires. Like the
yes.
wheels. It's so weird.
Yeah, no, that weapon is weird.
Yeah, I mean, like what?
Yes.
Like Oda, what have you been smoking to come up with that? You know?
I
Yeah,
think
there's
that
literally
dog
just a
is,
pug in there running with its face out there. It's just not right.
No.
I think that pug has seen better days.
I mean, they already had fucked up faces in the first place, but you ain't got to do them like that.
Actually, though.
Well, I mean, honestly, this might help with pugs' breathing problems. Having a human face instead.
Yeah, having an actual face.
Oh my
This
god.
may be a net benefit for the dog.
You're not wrong. Other than the fact it's stuck in a hamster wheel.
True. I'm sure Black
mean,
Maria
yes.
spoils him when she's not fighting.
You think Black Maria is that nice?
To her pet dog.
Maybe, I don't know. We gotta believe in something.
Huh?
True.
Oh, she seems to care about her. I won't say her crew, like her subordinates. So
Yes. So we see like Black Maria then like sets the complete floor on fire. It's like playing the game of the floor's lava.
Actually, the floor is fire.
Yes. It's just fire, and then we see Brooke's soul coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's a living creature, he can mess with it.
Yes, right. He can like freeze it with his soul, and I'm actually every time when I see like Brooke's soul power, I'm like, oh yes,
Actually, though.
It's kind of cool. It was a cool evolution in the character, honestly.
yes,
Bro, I mean, like we saw him like fight Big Mom, and obviously we knew he would lose, but like his ability, I mean, was it also Soul Parade? Bro, it looks sick. Not gonna lie, it looks sick as hell.
I actually want to see a proper fight between like Brooke and Big Mom.
I mean, he would
Oh,
still lose. He
I
would
see
still get
I want to
clapped.
see Brooke and Zoro fight.
no, I have faith. I'm hoping that we see Brooke help fight Big Mom as well. In the rematch.
True. I mean, like soul powers related, fighting each other. That would be sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the abilities like Brooke is like showing in the current chapter. It's like, it's also like quite insane. Like his ice burn against the against Black
fire.
Mori. Yeah, the fire. It's sick.
Yeah, that gives the Straw Hats 3 different ways to put out fire now. Brooke's ice burn. Nami can just create rain, and then Zoro's gypped Kinemon's technique of cutting fire. So
Yes. I mean, fire is not that much of a threat anymore.
Actually, but like,
to the Straw Hats.
yeah, but Black Maria also wants to go into Robin's skin, saying like, "Don't you get it, Robin? You must know deep down your friends will always sell you out." Like,
Yes.
did Aokiji say the same in the beginning?
Yes, Aokiji warned her that Robin has no place.
Yeah.
That she will never have a place in this world. And there will always people who want to exploit her and her ability or want her, like, dead.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing that she found with the Straw Hats. Like, she found family and they won't sell her out. And that's the thing that's like, you see that she has, like, faith in them. That she doesn't, like, even believe one bit what Black Maria is saying because she knows that that isn't the case. I mean, especially after Amy's lobby, she thought that they would, like, sell her out and, like, leave her, and she left. But in Amy's lobby, they proved that she is never going to get, like, left behind by the Straw Hat crew.
Yeah, she has complete faith in them.
Yes. Yes, she has complete faith in them. And she knows it and she tells it.
Yeah, and I'm loving the confidence from Robin about that, especially with just how willing like Sanji was to call on her to ask for help, and Brooks like, yeah, go ahead, you got this. Like I'm loving the confidence exuding from Robin. For everyone who was worried about Dressrosa why she didn't fight Trouble, it's purely because he's snot. It's disgusting. Robin wouldn't touch someone like that.
True. I mean, like, it's gonna be a fun fight, man. Not gonna lie.
Yes. And then when she activates, like, the giant fleur, like the giant version of herself.
Yeah, I remember when this was the latest chapter, there was a lot of speculation on, like, is this her awakening? Is it just like giant Robin? Is this something completely different? Like, what's going on here? Because it looks like the giant version of her is also going to be using her fruit, like, because it's crossing its arms as well. I was super hype at the end of this chapter.
Yes, I mean, we are at the end of this fight in this chapter. I mean, it ends with her, like, activating the giant fleur, but we will see in the next chapter, right? So, moving on to the last topic in this chapter, we have Luffy's request. We switch back to Luffy and Momo, and we see that, like, they brought them to the mainland. They are on mainland again, and it's just Momo is still crying, and I was like, yeah, kid, get your shit together. But then, like, Luffy's request was like, oh yes, now we get to see, like, Momo's character development and him growing up even more and taking responsibility. When Luffy asked him that Momo should take him up to Onigashima again because he turns into a dragon to fly him up there.
Yeah, can we talk about how what's his face? His swamp fruit is a bottomless pit. Like, he just has infinite storage. Hello?
Caribou's actually the homie.
Like, he's got pocket storage. Like, that's
OP.
OP.
For anyone who plays D&D, Caribou is literally a walking bag of holding.
Yo, no, that's so OP. He could literally just store seawater in there and just kill people.
Actually, well, I think seawater may be a bit much.
Yeah.
I'm not sure because he's still a devil fruit user himself.
Yeah.
I mean, like, wouldn't Usopp's
he should store poisonous gas in there.
Maybe, yeah.
Or
mean, like,
bottles of seawater.
True. I mean, like, when Oda, like, explained which devil fruits the strawberries would have, he gave, like, Usopp the pocket fruit, but actually the devil fruit Karibo has suits him more. Like, he's technically untouchable, like, when they shoot at him, because, like, he just absorbs it. And the only
Except
way to harm him is like with like the sea stone bullets or like cladding it
yes.
with hockey. I think. Can you do that?
Yeah,
Bullets with
Oh.
Can you
hockey.
can you can
yeah,
you
I'm pretty
cover
sure you
bullets
can.
with hockey?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can use hockey projectiles. I think that's what.
Yeah, because he did it with arrows on
Yeah,
the Island of
arrows,
Women.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
Oh
exactly.
Kizo
yes.
does as well with his bullets.
But then again, like people inexperienced with hockey could not harm Usopp, so technically he would be invincible instead of like the pocket fruit that would still damage him. You know.
And
Mhm.
still he has like for Usopp he still has the possibility to like get foresight.
I mean, he already has it. Like
No,
the
he has
He
regular
has
observation, not
yeah,
he
the
has
regular
observation
observation.
hockey, but he doesn't have foresight.
Yeah, true. I mean,
Not
he will get it. Like he's
I mean, it would be
the
nice.
he's go the Usopp. What do you expect, man? Of course he's gonna have it. But in the chapter, you know, like let's not go far away from topic. I mean, like Luffy saying to him, like, this isn't time for that. Like crying, you're in charge. You can cry when it's over. Like actually, like
Yeah.
boosting his morality up again.
Yo, telling homie to
Yes.
man up.
Actually, though.
I mean, that's the whole role Luffy plays for Momo from like basically from Zoe when he
Mhm.
punched him in Zoe.
Like
I do remember
Luffy
that.
just put him in his place all the time. Like, oh, you are the the how do you say it? Not the crown prince, basically, for being
Yes.
the
Hmm.
how do you say that again?
He's the heir.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not
heir.
sure exactly what the specific phrase is because it's a shogunate.
Yeah, so like Luffy just put him in his place. Like he would smack him. Like who do you think you are? You know, like I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Like, you're
Well,
just
see,
being a little brat.
I really like the dynamic between Luffy and Momonosuke, especially in this scene, because like it takes me back all the way to Water 7 when Zoro kind of had to do the same thing to Luffy after his fight with Usopp, where he was like, um, where Luffy is like crying, but he's like trying to hide it, and Zoro's like, "Don't break now, or the crew will lose faith in you." It's kind of like Luffy's had to like mature as a leader himself, and so now that he's at this point, seeing Momo, who's supposed to be the leader, it's like Luffy. While it does come across as harsh, he is trying to help Momo really like grow into those shoes.
Bro,
And
if
Yeah.
like
Zoro's speech on Luffy, what it means to be a captain,
Mm-hmm.
was
bro,
so good.
like when he said like if you get Usopp back, I'll be leaving the crew. You know, that's like that hits
Right.
different.
Yes.
Like your right hand man is gonna leave the crew if you like get him back like
I mean,
this. You know.
it was like he said that if you get Usopp back and Usopp doesn't apologize and you accept Usopp back, I won't be
Yeah.
in your crew anymore because I cannot respect a captain that is not the captain.
Yeah.
Basically, that doesn't act like a captain. And
Yeah.
it's like goosebumps.
Yeah, I think Luffy definitely took that lesson to heart for the whole like Water 7 saga, and now we're really seeing it like he's now having to give that confidence to someone else.
Yeah, he's learned
And
what it takes to become a leader.
Yeah,
Yes.
Actually.
Yes.
Because at
And
first,
I-
like he was just like, "I'm gonna go on an adventure. Y'all want to come?"
Yes.
True.
No plan.
right. But
Bro, he
I
went.
really do think Momo's I like Momo's character arc so far. Like,
Yeah.
it's rough knowing that literally I think in world time it's been like 2 months, probably a little less than that, since Momo watched his dad get executed. Since like everything happened, so like this 8-year-old kid has had a rough year so far.
True.
Yes, definitely.
Or-
So, going to the next chapter, which is 1021, let's talk about the cover page again.
Wait, are we not gonna rate this chapter?
Oh,
Oh,
do we want to like rate the chapter after we talk about each chapter, or do you want to rate all of the chapters at the end?
And we can do it at the end. You know, it's not like it's gonna take a long time. You know.
Yes, yes. So let's rate it at the end. So this chapter's request was also a reader's request. Senior Pink and Frankie having drinks at the Leopard's Bar by Rye. And honestly, this brings back so much Dressrosa. This fight was so good. I mean, the whole One Piece community was before Senor Pink, like the fight with Senor Pink and his backstory. Everybody was like, "That dude, what's going on with that dude?" And then when they fight and you see like Senor Pink's backstory, everybody went from like questioning Senor Pink into loving Senor Pink.
Bro, like his backstory is like one of those that I can't hate. You know, like you'll get some backstories and you're like, why is this like filler here? You know, and you see his like explaining what he went through, like being like a macho, what he's doing right now. You know, like the baby macho thing. That's why. But you know, but damn, that hit different actually.
His backstory was so heartbreaking.
Yeah, he's a bro.
Actually,
he is. Like I haven't read. I have not read Senior Pink's fight. I've only watched it, but I was right. I was in the same camp. Like up until his fight with Frankie, the whole time I was like, this guy looks stupid. The whole hard boiled line is dumb. I don't know why he's wearing a bib and a diaper. Like I can't get down with this. And then we get his backstory, and I'm like, oh my god, Senior Pink's a legend.
Yes, I was like that too. I was like, holy fuck, why is this guy wearing baby clothing? What is wrong with his brain? Why is he like this? On which fetish route did he go wrong? But when his backstory was there, I was like, oh no, this makes sense now, and it's so sad and tragic, and he's the real deal.
He is. That is a hard boiled man. But my favorite part about the cover request is that at the end of their fight, Frankie does say if they meet again, they should get a drink, and Senior Pink can tell them all about the story. And so I really like that this cover request. The next time we see the two of them together, they're having a drink, and Senior Pink seems to be telling them the story. It's wonderful.
Yes, and you see it all like him telling his story. You see like the bartender and Frankie like crying his eyes out. Oh my god.
There was I can't remember the name, but I watched someone do a review on this chapter, and apparently the drinks that they are holding are the specific name of the drink is, I believe, the name of his kid.
Really?
Yeah, like the if I can find it. Gimlet. Yeah, that's the name of the drink.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a cocktail.
That's actually a nice detail.
But Oda doesn't miss. Doesn't miss.
Doesn't miss at all.
That's the thing that you can quite enjoy on One Piece and Oda. He doesn't miss anything. Everything means something.
Bro, he like foreshadowed Haki back in Chopper's arc, you know?
Yes. I mean, Oda, if when I talk to some friends about One Piece, they always like, some of them are like, you read so much into One Piece, and I'm like, yeah, because you can, because Oda writes it like that.
Well,
Oda does it on purpose. Like you have to think about all of that stuff, and you have to like really get into it to it's so freaking deep. You can just deep dive into One Piece so much and notice so many things and so many little details that basically in other manga means nothing, but in One Piece literally everything means something.
Yeah. Same. I actually convinced my mom to watch One Piece. She's 430 something episodes in now, and like she was super shocked when they revealed that the whale in Brooks' backstory was Laboon all the way back from Whiskey Peak. And I was like, yeah, now you know
Oh,
why.
yeah.
Like, I'm fiending after every chapter. Like Oda like throws in so many little details. There's so many things that are connected. Like you gotta.
Yo, my favorite thing is Anaru's in space.
Right?
Oh,
It's like you've got to pay attention.
That's all he wanted to do was go to space.
but
And
I
then,
always like when I think about it, I always when I try to get people into One Piece, I always say that they should read, and part of it is because like part of it is the animation, part of it is the pacing, and part of it are the cover pages. For example, between like Nami's arc and like them getting to Sabaody Archipelago, you don't know anything about Hachan. So you're surprised, like if you don't know that, you would be surprised how they act on Sabaody Archipelago. But if you read the like cover pages or the cover stories, you know that like Hachan's journey to Sabaody Archipelago. So we're getting off track again. So let's start with the chapter. We get right back into the fight again with Black Maria, and see. I don't think we have seen this attack. It's Sea Serpent Dragon, a
Yeah,
Snapdragon.
no, it's definitely new.
Yes.
the only thing we saw Robin do is like at the Fishman Island arc, and it's like stamping the Fishmans and like pushing the ship away while underwater.
Bro,
Yes.
this looks like some hentai stuff.
Of course you do, man. You high school XD guy.
Bro, so I didn't label myself that, alright? Somebody else did. That's their fault.
No,
That's what they all
haven't
say.
seen this either, but I actually really like it. Like I was super hyped at first when she did the big arm thing. I was really wondering how she was going to start this fight. I think the Sea Serpent Snapdragon. I hope we see it more often. Um, but it's actually pretty cool and super scary if you don't know how Robin's fruit works.
Yes. But I mean, like in the following panels, like Robin grabs Black Maria, and then Black Maria like strikes Robin and makes her bleed. And you see, like the main disadvantage of it is that everything that happens to her giant version happens to her real body.
Mm-hmm. See, what I was hoping was that because she created like the giant version of herself, that one would just take the damage for her instead.
You know, this all can be solved with hockey, I'm just saying. If she had armament hockey,
It depends on well, it depends if Black Maria had stronger hockey, then it wouldn't work.
I want to hold.
but I mean,
off
she needs
on-
at least a defense hockey.
I want to hold off on the hockey thing till later in the chapter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love
Yeah.
how
So
she self-censors herself. That's amazing.
So who? Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we have like Black Maria then like counterattacks by catching all of Robin's arms and trying to attack her. Or she is attacking her, she's punching her. And
Yeah.
Robin, like the real body Robin gets like all the damage. And Robin has to like get back her like remove her huge body and reduces it only to the arms to attack like Maria. And we still see like all of them place in like is fire, and all of her like Black Maria's strings are also flammable, which makes it like Black Maria's powers are super strong.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bro, it's definitely broken because like her feet is like coated in poison because she does like damage over time, and she even got brass knuckles.
She's a straight up raid boss.
Actually, though, like she won to uppercut her so hard that her ability went away.
Yeah, and I mean we see Robin getting catched also on the strings, and then we cut back to the thing that I was in this chapter. Oh, I want to see so bad more backstories of Robin's time with the Revolutionary Army, and we see like the backflash to Sabo and what's her name again? The girl.
Um,
Koala.
Yeah, koala.
Like trying to get Robin to train new like attacks, and I mean Sabo even says that he wants to explain the dragon claw to her, and I was like, oh my god, I want that. I
Yeah.
want like a giant dragon claw. Fuck yes, please.
yeah, I had been speculating on this the whole time. I was like, there's no way Robin doesn't know revolutionary martial arts. Like in the 2 years she spent there, someone had to have taught her. So I was really glad we got this confirmation that Koala and Sabo did.
Yes.
Oh, and Hack as well.
Yeah. That she picked up combat techniques.
I mean, she
She
should have though.
definitely.
It's
And I
definitely
think like the thing that she said, like, well, if you insist, would you teach me how to do a palm strike? I actually think because Hex there that it's probably something Fishman karate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's probably a Fishman. I think I want it to be a Fishman karate like move because it would be super strong.
Oh well, yeah. I believe the official confirms it is Fishman Karate because she says Mil for Fishman Karate, Gigantium.
bro. I mean, like it's like her saying like fishman karate, and then
Oh,
like
she says it. Milfleur Fishman karate. I'm
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's what I said.
I'm sorry.
and like pulling it up the ceiling and then putting out her fire, and then like she being all exhausting and what saying like what?
Yes.
Yo, Brooks
I
over
mean-
here still going ham in the corner though.
Actually, slicing and dicing.
No, like the entire time this is going on, I actually just like love the fact that Brooke is just watching Robin. Like he's not fighting; he's watching Robin fight.
Well, he told like he said that or asked Robin at the kind of beginning of the fight if he should like let Robin fight that fight.
Yeah. He said he was going to handle the lackeys, but
Yes.
he's just hanging out.
Yes. Yes, that's true.
He's
And-
chilling.
Yeah.
I mean, after that we get to like the hype thing of the chapter, which is like, oh my god, demon Fleur. I was so excited about the shape of Robin.
So
And-
this is what makes me think that Robin's fruit is awakened. I'm wondering if instead
That's
of her
what I was thinking.
blooming just body parts, she can actually bloom any part of her, which is why she's got horns, why she's got actual wings, because she can just like
Create
bloom
anything.
a bone. Yeah, she can bloom the bone structure to form horns, to form wings on her clones. And the reason I wanted to hold off on hockey is because it's colored in black. I wonder if Robin went full hockey here.
I mean, I
I don't
saw
think
that, and
so.
that's what I was thinking. But like,
I don't think so. I still think that it's like more on the demon side of things, you know, that she's, and in that I also was like, oh, she's finally utilizing her name, her nickname, like Demon
Mm,
Child Robin, and she's
Mhm.
turning it to like to her own advantage.
Yeah,
I mean,
which is
definitely
nice.
deserved though. Like
Yes,
she needed like a power up, you know, and then seeing a big ass like kind of awakening big ass demon spider, you know, looks sick.
yes, and then she just like in her demon form, she just like breaks Maria, Black Maria, in one go.
Yeah,
That
She
was
folds
so
her.
satisfying.
Robin
and
giving her best Suru impersonation. She's doing some laundry right now, folding people.
oh my god. Like I mean, and then at the end, you know, like you see Brooke like his little note, you know, like music note.
Yes,
And then, like at the end, you see Robin saying, "I overdid it in a bit. It overdid it a bit." And then you see like it feels like she has the same downside like Luffy had when he went gear third. You know, like he went
yeah,
small. It's like
yeah.
she seems significantly smaller than Brooke. Like Brooks want to pick her up. You know.
Uh,
yes.
Well, I think
Well,
Brooke's always been
well,
like
Brooke,
towering
but
over
Brooke is
her.
also super tall.
Yeah,
yeah, that
she is
man.
tall, but she isn't like compare if you like imagine her standing up right now next to Brooke, it would like she would come to Brooke's waist basically. So she's definitely smaller.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, because Brooke's only like 2 feet taller than her.
So, moving on to like our swamp user again,
Hey
and
yo,
and his like infinite food source that Luffy is going to like stuff into himself in one go,
he's
which is
literally a bag of
totally,
holding. It's
Uh,
great.
yeah.
Which is
Caribou, my communist brother, spreading the food free of charge to those in need.
but it looks like the same thing what happened at Impel Down with him, you know, like him being full of poison and then stuffing him, and now he was like on the water, like fully hungry, and then like eating again, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you imagine, Luffy already ate like all of the stock that the Polar Tang had, and now he ate another multiple months worth of food.
Like what is it with these MCs and like huge food craving, you know?
Man's got to eat. I think I think of all the like shonen main characters, like who like Midoriya and Ichigo are the only ones with a normal appetite.
Mm-hmm.
well, you have to understand, like the studio that puts this out, right? They put out one of my personal favorite animes, which is Toriko, right? And Dragon
Mm-hmm.
Ball, right? So like all of those have a huge focus on food.
Mm.
The characters, their main character, the main characters all love to eat, which I resonate with on a personal level.
Same.
Same.
Oh
Everyone loves
yes,
food.
I love food.
See,
I love food.
Who doesn't love food?
But yeah,
Right.
like I'm interested to see how Shinobi's fruit's gonna work with the ripe rate jutsu. So like if it's gonna be
yeah,
Mm.
a temporary Momo's an adult,
or
because like
permanent. I feel like it's more
yeah, because
permanent.
like
I feel like it's
how
a
does it
permanent choice.
because how does it work with in comparison to Bonnie's fruit? because she can age people, or she can make them younger as well.
But it says like in there, but what you are asking of me can't be undone.
That's what I'm
Um,
thinking. I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's gonna be permanent because like
And you
the way
might,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
presented is
yes.
like there's gravitas to it. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Like this is a decision he has to make, kind of thing.
But I think of it like, yes, Shinobu cannot undo it, but there is one person who could undo it.
Bonnie can absolutely undo
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
Yes.
Bonnie can manipulate her whole like aging shit. While
Mhm.
it already states in its name the ripe fruit. I mean, once a fruit is ripe, you can't unripe it.
Can't
You know.
unripe it. Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess then Shinobu's fruit is just like a spin-off of Crocodile's left hand. It just like
Yeah.
things.
Like at the color part, you know, at there's like a colored version of the panel when Robin becomes like a devil. You can definitely see like black hockey going around her like arms and legs, but not her full body. It's like till her shoulders, you know, like under her
Is
shoulders.
it
She has hockey.
hockey or
It
is it
is
like,
hockey. It's definitely hockey.
oh, is it fan made or is it like official?
Well,
I think it's official because it's on the
well,
side.
the color stuff is fan colored,
Is
Yeah.
it?
but
Yeah.
yeah, the way that when
Yeah.
they colored it,
Mm.
it's a fan, but they're doing it based on the way the panel is. Like even in the
Mm.
panel, it's clear like it is like her arms, and her legs specifically. So I'm not sure if the colors are
But
too far off. I'll be interested to see it in the anime if or if Oda ever like
wait, but they are
officially colors
not
it.
like the hockey, like those symbols that Oda usually does for hockey.
I mean, that's Ryo. I think that the extra symbols around the arms or like the fingers, you know, with the level 2 version basically.
Yeah,
That's she.
'cause-
Yeah, go ahead, Rebel.
I'm
hold
still
on, I'm
not
trying to
sure.
find. I'm going back to Satsuki versus Jinbei just to be sure, because they used regular hockey in that fight.
I feel like every one of his crew should be able to use hockey at this point, right? Like,
I don't. Yeah, so for regular hockey, there aren't any symbols really. I'm not sure if everyone in the crew will get hockey. Like, I would be perfectly okay with like Nami and Chopper don't have hockey, or like if they get hockey, it's just observation. But
I
I
don't
think
think
like
that everybody gets hockey.
yeah, no,
I mean,
not
I
everybody
don't think-
get like the people who have all of them are obviously incredibly rare.
yeah,
mhm.
I don't think Frankie's gonna have hockey either.
I
But
mean,
definitely
But
see
I
it.
want Frankie to have lasers. It's all I want him to have.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
he already has a laser. He's a radical beam.
That's not the same.
Or do you want like the
I want him to have
Kizaru
fire
lasers?
lasers.
yeah, like lasers.
Yeah,
Before we start to track off again too much, I want to just mention like Momo's decision, like the Momo's character development at the end of the chapter, that he, even though he cannot like turn back into his child body again, and his mind will still be the mind of his child form, that he is willing to do the sacrifice. Like basically, if his body like grows and his mind is still younger, then he's going to like die younger too. So basically, he is sacrificing years.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he's definitely sacrificing time off his life, but to be at the at the same degree, right? I know people in their 20s, like late 20s, that are still children. So it's fair game.
I mean, come on. What do you mean 20s and being still a child, man? It's fine. Like, you can be if you're 30 and you're still being like acting like a child. Okay, but like
I
in
feel
your
like I'm being
20s?
targeted.
Bro, come on. I feel like I'm being targeted with your statement, man.
No, I also think it'll be cool that if they go through with this, Momo and Hiyori, the first time they're going to meet after everything went down, Momo will be an adult instead of a kid.
Oh, that'd be weird. Oh God, no, the R34 art.
No.
Ah.
I just try to forget that Rule 34 exists.
I mean, if there is like pictures of it, there is corn of it. The corn on the
True.
cob.
No, not even pictures. If it exists, there's porn.
Yeah,
Corn.
And if you can't find the porn, it's just currently in creation.
Actually.
Kitty cat. Quick stop to observe the beautiful little kitty cat. Hi. What's
Show the
its
view.
name? What's the name? Show cat.
His name is Dean.
Show cat.
I cannot
Pick up cat. Pick up
I
cat.
cannot pick him up. He will leave immediately.
Hi.
He is going
that's
to hate
cute.
me now because he doesn't like being picked up.
See, I had a cat like that, and I just kept picking it up, and eventually it gave up.
Nah, mine is
he's
a
gone.
dick. I can't do that with mine. He will actually scratch my whole hand open.
And
Oh,
yes,
God, no.
Ike Winchester. Yes, Winchester.
Okay. It's a
Winchestershire
supernatural
Shawls, man.
So, let's get to the chapter of this week. Let's go to chapter 1022. And oh my god.
What a banger.
Yes. And it's break week. It's I think it's break week. And, is it? Wait.
No,
let me
no.
scroll on.
No,
It's
no,
not.
but-
Yeah.
Oh yes. So we get
Okay,
a
so I was
chapter
right.
next week.
So I was right. There is more.
Okay. So let's start again with the cover page. In this cover page, we see a frog playing hide and seek with the Tontata tribe on the hydrangea flowers.
Oh, hydrangea. I worked at Lowe's. As soon as I know how to pronounce that.
Oh, okay. New pronunciation. I won't try again because I will fuck up again.
It's all good.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see the Tontata tribe again. I'm actually waiting for the moment when the complete fleet gets back together.
That'll be hype. This
I'm-
game of they're playing what, hide and seek? Yeah, this game of hide and seek looks a little weird. Kind of looks like the frog, and everyone can clearly see each other. So
Yo, does the frog try to eat him?
that's a good question.
Well, the
'Cause,
frog is
like-
looking at the complete wrong direction.
I mean,
is
it's a frog. He's trying his hardest. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
But,
imagine all the the Straw Hat fleet, coming together.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting he has a whole fleet.
I mean, the reason he is considered a Yonko is because of his big ass fleet.
Yeah, Luffy has a fleet. His fleet is 5,000 men, which is a part of Usopp's fable.
Jesus Christ, he is as strong as I guess he has a sphere of influence as big as any of the warlords at this point, if not bigger.
Yeah,
But that's crazy to think about. He's right there.
That's why a lot of people thought that he wasn't deserved of the title of a Yonko because he wasn't strong as a Yonko. But it's more like a Yonko isn't a Yonko without influence. Of course, power is like 50-50 of it. If you have power, you have influence. But you need a fleet, and Luffy has one.
But also,
He's got a fleet.
Luffy totally deserves the title of the Yonko because the Yonko are the most feared pirates by the world government. And
Bro.
To be honest, Luffy
He's
is one
not-
of the most feared pirates of his generation.
Yeah, but he's
Luffy-
still not
He did.
he's not. I mean, he's I mean, like, I want to push him into the realm of greats, like, is the fifth emperor kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's a big stage to step onto. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
He is not
would you say
completely
he's
there
not?
yet.
wait,
He's not
wait,
completely there yet.
wait. He broke out of Impel Down, like the one of the only breakouts. He went into the Annie's lobby. He messed it up.
No, yeah,
Declaring war to the world government. He smacked a celestial dragon. Don't forget that.
yeah. I know. It's just like, but they
I'm-
hold the Yonko on such a pedestal. You know what I mean?
But I mean, like, Luffy is like top 5 strongest pirates on the planet.
Right now, you think so?
Yeah, like aside from like, let's just say he still is weaker than the 4 emperors. Who else does Luffy lose to?
Law.
Blackbeard.
Really?
Like, whoa, wait.
Well, so I said,
Luffy
assuming, yeah,
would
assuming
win
he
against Law.
loses.
I mean,
I
no,
agree.
Law does only do loom and he's dead.
Yeah, turned
I
him
think-
into Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
I think Luffy's too fast. For like, if
Tar-
Luffy goes Gear 4,
I mean,
he's
look
too
at-
fast for a lot of room.
Look at Vergo. Vergo was fast as fuck and he still did it.
But look
Yo,
at
yo.
I mean, look at Luffy's like fourth gear, Snake Man.
I mean, if Law knew, like Luffy would come at him at a killing intent, killing sense or killing intent. Like he
Which
would
is never
have.
going to happen because they are like Luffy's definition. They are friends.
They're best.
Yo. To be fair though, remember when Law was teleporting around using raindrops?
Oh, that was broken as fuck.
Because that
No.
means
That
he
was
can
broken.
literally use debris, specks of dust, random stuff in the air to teleport using room. Like,
His devil
Yeah,
fruit.
but
I admit his devil fruit is kind of broken, but
it's absolutely like, I don't know what they were thinking.
I don't know. I
No.
still think Luffy is definitely like up there in terms of like, aside from the 4 emperors, I don't think he's really losing to any other pirate in the 1v1. I would
actually, I
definitely
think
back-
Blackbeard.
I mean,
Well,
Blackbeard
Today,
Blackbeard
was-
is one
still
of the
Blackbeard.
Blackbeard is one of the emperors, so
Yeah.
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 All right.
Let's see here.
But if you look at his generation, like, I mean,
He definitely leads
The
his
Emperor-
generation.
the emperors are the older generation.
mhm.
I mean, Blackbeard. I mean, Blackbeard is counted into the worst generation. So for now, actually, Blackbeard would be the strongest of the worst
Yo,
generation.
Marco would slap him.
Mihawk.
Mihawk is
Mihawk.
the only one I'm on the fence about,
Mihawk
It's
is
like-
scary. Legit scary.
but we have no idea how to scale Mihawk. It's like, where does he actually land on like the totem pole? Because like,
Bro,
yes, he's dueling Shanks, but he was dueling Shanks before Shanks became 4 years before Shanks became a Yonko, and he
I
hadn't
mean,
dueled him that whole
I think
time.
he's still I think he's scaled up with. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I
from
would
the
definitely think he's up there.
if he will still keep like in the generation, like in Luffy's generation, he's definitely second.
To who?
In his
Blackbeard.
generation, yeah, Luffy's
yeah,
second
yeah.
to Blackbeard, but Blackbeard being one of the 4 emperors would put Luffy at the top of all the other pirates.
Yeah.
maybe Mihawk.
I mean, Luffy did
Ah.
do like a massive job, like taking down 2 Shichibukai.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he took
no, I
down
mean
Panda.
he's definitely he's a rising star. Like I say, he's
Mm.
he's put one foot on the stage. I'll give him that. That's what
But
I'm willing to
also-
concede here.
I mean, we can talk about it at the end of the chapter again because there is a sentence that also
Yeah, I
fits
know,
to
I know.
that.
right.
I mean,
Right.
let's talk about the chapter. We're getting off track again. In the first 2 panels, we see like where everybody else is, like all this, like the pirates, these pirates fighting against each other. We see where everybody was or is. We see, and then we see like we get an overview of the strength of every side, how they started and how it is right now a little bit, and that the Flying Six have been defeated. And Onigashima approaches Wano, and it takes like 15 minutes until it reaches the flower capital. It gives us a small overview to what's happening right now, where we are in the story, what is going to give us like heads up. That's how it is right now. Moving on to the samurai, we see what's his name again? I'm so bad with names.
Samurai. Hold on. Oh, that is Rizo.
Yeah, right.
Rizo. Yeah, we see Rizo fighting.
The Oniban, yeah.
Yeah, the Oniban.
Rokuju.
And I think what their like dialogue is really interesting because he says like the Oniwan says, where do your loyalties lie? You're clinging onto a ghost, which is Odin, and you give away. He's giving himself away with his like his loyalty or his trust in his openness to his ideals that he shares with Odin. But he also said that they loved and died alongside Odin, and it's not a ghost they are chasing after. It's when they are fighting beyond their sense of duty.
Yeah.
And it's like the strongest thing. I think that's a strong dialogue there, that they are fighting what's beyond the sense of duty. They are fighting for the ideal, the same ideal that Odin had.
Who's laying next to the Dogstorm? Is that the fat guy?
Yeah, that's Shutamaru.
Shit. He's also knocked out. God
Yeah,
damn.
you can see both Shutamaru, Kiku, and Kinemon are all bleeding out.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, Oda's not going to kill off some scabbers. Or is he going to kill anyone?" And I've been saying this whole time, I'm like, Oda's got you where he wants you.
He wants you to question.
Yeah, he wants you to believe that he's not going to kill anyone. But I'm like, it would be kind of crazy if Kaido doesn't get even a single kill out of this whole raid, especially when he personally saw Kinemon's death.
Oh, when I said that, I predicted, and I said when there was like the question who's going to die, I said like I think Kinemon is going to die, and I'm like I don't want him to die, but I think he's dying, and I mean I still think it's true that he's like he didn't get through it.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I want Kinemon to be alive, like everyone's wondering who another Straw Hat would be. I would love it to be Kinemon. Kinemon is like, since we got him, has easily risen to like my top 10 characters. Like I just love Foxfire, but man, it sucks.
Yes.
But I think his death is good though.
It's going to be character development for a lot of the,
I mean,
the crew and everything.
The scarabs as well.
It is a lot, especially for Momo. It was such a huge
like father figure.
Yeah, it was like his father figure since his father died. Kinemon was his father figure, and he was the person he looked up to after his father died, and this strong bond and seeing him like sacrifice himself, seeing Kinemon dying, oh man, I mean that put him into.
I mean, it's so sad that Oda brought back Kanjuro like 2 times or 3 times. Every time we thought he was dead,
Oh
but he still
yes.
came back. He should have
Oh
been
yes.
dead like 20 chapters ago, asshole.
Definitely. Like everybody wants him dead.
Yeah. I wanted, I wanted to get rid of him.
Yes. So moving on to the next topic is we switch back to Hawkins and Killer actually, and like Hawkins is the absolute asshole in this fight.
Bro, it's twice what he did. Not once, twice.
Yes, he is like they are on the third floor, and like you see that both of them are going at their strength, and they kept fighting and giving everything. And even like Hawkins says that he's starting to sweat there, that he's like getting exhausted a little bit, and that he doesn't have many of his puppets left. So he chooses to do like the most asshole move a character can do. He puts like his voodoo thingy onto Kid, and as soon as like Killer starts hurting Hawkins, he simultaneously hurts Kid, and if he kills Hawkins, he's going to kill Kid. And it's like he has to choose what he's going to do and how he's going to fight now, because every
I mean-
time he hurts Hawkins, he's hurting his best friend.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, if he uses his fists instead of like actually slicing him, but using the knives as like defending himself as well. If he knocks Hawkins out, does Kid also feel the same? Does he also get knocked out?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
don't kick him in the
seemingly.
balls. Got it.
I think I well Kid, because it depends. I don't know how this power works, but actually, if I think
It's
about
voodoo.
it now,
It's a voodoo doll.
yeah, but if Hawkins like every time Killer hits Hawkins, if Hawkins has less durability than Kid, and he's going to pass out first, because before Kid is going to pass out. Even though both get like the same amount of damage. But I think maybe Kid is a little bit like more durable than Hawkins.
I mean, Kid is a tank,
yes, he's absolutely a tank.
but then again, like, can't you like counter it with like Sea Stone? Because like Killer doesn't have a Devil Fruit ability. So
He's
if
a
he like
smile user.
oh yeah, oh man,
Uses what?
He cannot touch. He
You
cannot touch Sea Stone.
he's a smile user.
Yeah, and he didn't even get anything out of it. He got a defect.
Yes.
Bro,
yeah, Killer got
man.
completely screwed.
He's
Yeah, he
one
got
of the
shafted.
finest.
Shafted.
Yes.
I'm actually really interested to see how this fight's gonna play out, because like
Oh my god! What if we see him without his mask?
that would be cool. I'm wondering if Killer does take the L here then to Hawkins, or if like I see a lot of people saying like, oh, we'll just cut the arm that Kid doesn't have, and like whereas Hawkins would bleed out from missing this arm, and that would kill him. It's not going to kill Kid because Kid doesn't have. I think it's like his left hand or something. And I'm like, I'm not sure that would work. I mean,
I think
we'll
it was
see.
right. I think it was right because like Shank said, "Welcome to the Left Hand Club."
Oh shit, you're right.
Uh,
But
Wait.
yeah, like
But in the panel you see yeah, it's his right hand. It's his right hand that's missing.
okay. But yeah, like I'm I'm super hyped for this fight. I wasn't sure if it was going to get off screen or not. So, and
I
I'm
hope not.
stoked.
Mm-hmm.
Same. Like seeing Hawkins fight because his fight with Law was off screened. The most we saw was like a short exchange with Zoro. So I'm super interested to see how the Scarecrow fights like prolonged as well as like
Mm-hmm.
how his cards come into play and his sword, his straw sword.
I also want to see like his fight, because I want to see his abilities, and I want to see what we can imagine Law and Hawkins fight could have played out because it was off screen. We cannot say how the fight went, because yes, we know Law's powers, but we don't know Hawkins' powers.
Exactly.
Mm.
Like this is a surprise that Hawkins can turn even like his enemies into voodoo dolls.
I mean,
I'm guessing it works with the same as like real life one where you're supposed to take that person's hair, so he can take anyone's.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he did when he captured him. When he broke out of out of the prison, because he brought him back in, so he could have took a hair or like a sample of him back then if it goes like that, like how voodoo goes.
Yeah,
Yes,
But how did he defeat? How did Law defeat him then again? Because I forgot that. Because like,
it was
he
off screen completely.
it was skipped.
yeah,
Yes, it was like you see Law going into into like the prison, like the city
Yeah.
prison, and he says like, "Yeah, let my crew go," like Penguin, Chachi, and Beppo, and he was like, I'm turning myself in exchange for my crew," and then you just see like Penguin, Chachi, and Beppo being like, fuck, he sacrificed himself for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the next panel you just see like the fight is over, like Law sitting there
What?
making and
Ah!
and Hawkins is just all over with blood, like he's hurt. That's it, that's all we see, and that was kind of disappointing.
yeah.
Yo, Law would clap his cheeks, dude. He would just suck all the voodoo dolls out of his body.
True.
True. I
That's
literally
true.
just switched them
That's
out.
true. How he did with the snails.
Right?
Oh my god. The next panel though.
I mean, the thing is, like, at the same time as Killer is fighting Hawkins, Law and Kid are still facing Big Mom, which like, and you see that like Law's asking Kid what's wrong because he's getting hurt. He's getting stabbed by something, and even Kid
Mm-hmm.
like doesn't know what's going on.
And then he explains everything because like he says like you have a twisted sense of humor because like he has a voodoo of Kid.
Yes, and he says like he's like this he's pulling the basic villain move that's going to make his plans going to be destroyed. He's explaining his powers and his plan.
Yeah.
That's like, oh no. And he says like it would have been fun to watch him unknowingly kill Kid,
Mm-hmm.
but it's more agonizing to see him like fighting against
Struggling
Hawkins
with it.
and struggle with the knowledge
Mm-hmm.
that if he strikes, he's going to hurt Kid. So, moving on from that, let's go to we switch to the Skull Dome Life's floor, where we see Queen and King towering over everybody else, and Mako is like, he's at the end of his powers too, and Sanji is struggling against Queen, and Zoro is still not healthy enough to get back to the fight. And we see like Sanji kicks Queen again because he was attacking everybody. He's just they want to find also they want to find Zoro. It's their main goal to find Zoro and take him out. And then you see Peros trying to shoot Sanji. But actually
Mamashi.
Nikomamushi gets into the fight and stops him, and he wants to avenge Pedro, which is like, yes, avenge Pedro. After that, we see like the Mink and Chopper running from King and Queen, and then King sees Zoro, and Zoro is not ready. And King strikes, and Marco gets like all of his strength together to protect them.
I'd be like, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What do you want to say?
I mean, like seeing everything like going on is actually like insane. Like shit is going down.
Yes.
Killer is in big trouble. Nekomomashi is like also like pretty sure out of stamina. You saw what is it again? Marco like laying on the floor, and then all of a sudden like they are running away, and then fucking
he just
King
gets back up again. He's back up again, and what he says in this is, oh my god, new information. I used to hear a rumor about a certain fire-conjuring race that lived on top of the Red Line. King of the Flames, huh? Like, King is another race that we didn't even know until now? That lived on top of the Red Line?
See, I remember Big Mom saying that his race is pretty much like
extinct.
All disappeared except him. And this also kind of deconfirms like a whole bunch of theories that the Red Line is artificial. If there is a native-born race to it, I'm interested to see if like what Marco's saying, where he calls him King of the Flames, because King's epithet is the wildfire. So I'm wondering, like, is King the reason he's called King? Was he the king of whatever this race was, and he's just the last one? And so that's why he's King of the Flames here?
I mean,
what I'm curious about is like this race, if it's natively like to the Red Line, to the top of the Red Line, King's correlation, like his backstory. Now we want to see his backstory and how, like, because honestly, we all know who's at fault. We all know a little bit, like, we can imagine, like, the Celestial Dragons doing something, being like the Celestial Dragons.
I mean, was it located there? Above the Red Line? Is there Muddy Joa?
It is. I used to hear a rumor about a certain fire-conjuring race that lived on top of the Red Line. Which is where Marie Joa is right now. It is on top of the Red Line.
I mean, wouldn't it... wait. No. I mean, is it the reason why King can fly off his devil fruit, or is it just like part of his power?
Well, I think flying is his devil fruit because he's a pterodactyl of some kind. But the fire seems to be all like
his own
native. Yeah.
Yes.
But how okay, but then again, like, it could be like understandable. Like, Kaido wants to wreak havoc around the world, because of the celestial dragons. What if like the celestial dragons like wiped out Kingstown and he was actually a king of it and he couldn't do anything against the Admiral's power? Woo!
I mean, the
Maybe.
celestial dragons say like they are the false gods.
I mean,
They think
yeah,
they are gods.
true, but that's because of the whole integration to like Earth in the sense of like One Piece, you know, from the moon, right? Like they were the original 20 people, or am I wrong now?
I don't.
I
I
think
don't think
that's
we
a
know who the
theory.
moon people are.
I think that's theory stuff. I don't think that is confirmed.
Okay, but then again, like Marco's saying it's time for the wait, I've done my part. Like I give this more time. Wait, I give this is more than enough for me. Like he's calling it quits, and then you see the amazing panel. You know.
Yeah, it's like he says, okay, it's time. Like he says it. He kind of said it in earlier in Wano as well that he likes the new generation. He sees like the
Mm-hmm.
straw hats. He is I think he kind of sees like the Whitebeard pirates maybe in there, but in a younger generation where they're like family
Mm-hmm.
and they fight for each other, and they trust each other. And he knows like Whitebeard is dead, his captain is dead, his crew is non-existent anymore. Um, it's time for another generation, and it is
Mm-hmm.
after Marineford there was the bell ringing. The bell ringing meant a
Mm-hmm.
new generation is going to come, a new time is starting right now. An era is ending, a new era is starting, which is the era of Luffy's generation.
Yeah, I mean like the way they came in flying, you know, after like Marco said it. And then you hear like three sword style and then Diablo Jumbo, Purgatory, Muten, you know, and then like every bystanders watching it is going crazy. And then Zoro says to Sanji like, "Hey, curly brows, if we win this, I know it'll finally be inside Luffy becoming king of the pirates."
Yes, because it is like Kaido is the strongest person
But then
on
again, like
Earth.
Luffy would get clapped by Blackbeard.
Would he be still after Wano? Question mark.
I think Blackbeard would still be able to put up a fight against Luffy, purely because
Put up a
the
fight,
Yami.
yes.
Yeah,
Put
like
up a fight,
because the Yami Yami no Mi gives him essentially control over all Devil Fruit users, and so it comes down to like Ace when he fought Blackbeard was able to like jump away out of like vortex range and like shoot at Blackbeard, throw projectiles. But Luffy's different. Luffy is a close combat fighter, even if he like has to, even if he's stretching, it's still like physically some part of Luffy has to be close to his opponent. And so I think that will give Blackbeard enough of an edge into the fight. Excuse me. That even after beating Kaido, it's not going to be like it's not going to be like an easy fight or a mid fight. I think it'll still like it'll be close between the two of
It
them.
definitely won't be an easy fight because no fight of Luffy from until now has been an easy fight.
Mm-hmm.
Except Bellamy.
True, he does one shot Bellamy twice.
He does one shot Bellamy. And the second time he didn't even want it.
Yeah, true. The second time he tried not to.
He tried his best not to. But like every fight, major fight, every major opponent Luffy faced until now was a hard fight, and so in every fight, like you see in Katakuri's fight, he has to utilize a future sight. So it's more of a mindset or a mind thinking fight, you know. With Kaido, we have a more physical fight right now, and with Blackbeard, it will be the same like as Katakuri. It will be more a fight of your brains. And even though with everything else, Luffy doesn't even have a brain, with fighting, he kinda has.
I mean, he only has like the Gatling and the Red Hawk.
But
And-
every time, like, Luffy is a very creative fighter, and he is very intelligent in his own ways when it comes to fighting. Like, he has the natural talent to analyze his enemies while fighting, and
I mean, Luffy.
and
Yeah.
and adapts to it. He adapts to it and generates like new ways of fighting.
I mean, Luffy is hella creative, not gonna lie, but he's also like someone that can take a punch. But it's literally Blackbeard as well. Like, if I remember correctly, like the downside of the Yami Yami no Mi, like the damage he takes like doubles.
Right, but he's already got crazy durability, and Luffy's
Yeah,
going to be losing a
exactly.
lot of his like firepower because he won't be able to use his double fruit.
So it's gonna be a tough fight because like I think
Yeah.
we're gonna need to see Gear 5 or something.
Well, I don't think we can because Blackbeard's just going to turn off Luffy's fruit, so it's got to be base Luffy tanking earthquake punches from Blackbeard while fighting him head to head. So like even though like even though Kaido is considered the strongest creature, I'm
Mhm.
like I think when it comes to people who have double fruits, Blackbeard kind of like either supersedes them or just outright wins because of how the Yami Yami no Mi works. But like in terms of like fighting someone like Shanks, it's a bit different because Shanks doesn't have a double fruit. He is at the level of a Yonko purely from hockey. So like Shanks fighting Blackbeard isn't a cakewalk for Blackbeard at that point.
Yes, but like Blackbeard fighting Luffy won't be a cakewalk either. So,
Right.
but let's just rate the chapters real quick. Is Panda back?
Penna? No, he's not. Let's not forget about what's gonna happen in the next chapter. Like in a brief summary, what we think what's gonna happen. What do you
Let's
think?
just rate all the chapters first.
Okay.
So, what are your ratings for chapter 1020, 1021, and 1022 from 1 to 10?
I mean, I'll pick every three and say I'll give it a solid 8. Why solid 8? Like everything is going at a nice pace. We seen Robin and Mr. Skeleton fight work. We have seen a bit of like the Kinemon and Luffy scene, you know, like pepping him up, like trying to like motivate him. And yeah, I mean, there's so much going on and there's so much attention. So like everything is like solid 8 for me.
For me, 1020 is probably like they haven't had a lot of solid build up, some information. That one's probably like 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10. I'll probably go with like 7.5. 2021, I really enjoyed Robin's fight. I loved it. I like that Momo came to a decision at the end of the fight as well. So that one, probably a 9 out of 10 for me. The current chapter 1022 is definitely a 10 out of 10. While we didn't get like a full on fight or anything or any like giant reveal, well, we kind of did get a big reveal. I liked the exposition we got for this chapter. I like the recap of like where things stand, how much time we have
Mm-hmm.
left. There's just a lot going on in this chapter of like what we have left to go over.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy the pacing of it. And just that last panel, the button shot and the Purgatory Onigiri,
Yeah.
the agreement and civil conversation between Zoro and Sanji for the first time in like well over
Ever?
10 years.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was funny with Marco also being like, I don't want that smoke. I'm done.
Hey, he doesn't want to shine.
Right?
True.
Yes. True. So for me, I have to say, chapter 1020. I would also give it a 7 out of 10.
And every
I
turn.
mean, we welcome back. We are just rating the chapters. I said chapter 1020 is a 7 out of 10. As Pizza and Wopel just said, I agree. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't have like the big shot things for chapter 1021. I would say it is a 8 or 9 out of 10. We got like character development for Momo, which is big, I think, also important. And for 1022, I think I go with Warple. I also rated it 10 out of 10 because, he said in the beginning, we have this where do we stand right now? This explanation, which is kind of good to get it at some point in the story because Wano is just such a mess, and it's so many fights in so many different places. And also, we have the samurai that what they are still fighting for, like that it's beyond their duty and they are fighting for the ideal. And then the thing with Hawkins and Big Mom and Killer and Kid, like I want to see those fights.
Yeah.
But like the crown on the top of it is like the last panel with Sanji and Zoro coming back and saying like, when we win that, if we win this, it's in sight. Luffy is going to become the Pirate King. So Panda, what would you rate every chapter?
7's a strong one on 20, and I'd go with 9's also on the last two. Big lead up. Well, actually, no, I'd give the last chapter a 10 that we went through because a lot of the lead up's being paid off at this point. Like, Zoro's back in the fight. I mean, we see Marco stepping off the stage, as we talked about. And it's all the payout we've been waiting for this whole entire fight arc.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for it.
I'm here for it. All these fights have been good so far. Just keep them coming, Oda. Keep them coming. Line them up, knock them down.
So before let's just really quick. What are your expectations for the next chapter? Warple, you go first.
Next chapter, I'm hoping we get we start getting Momo his change, and Luffy start flying up. I'm hoping we start one of the other fights. My next guess, since it was the one that we got the most for, will be Raizo versus Fukurokuju, which I kind of want to see. I kind of don't. I don't like that Fukurokuju is clapping people with his earlobes. It's really weird.
We need to stop that.
Right. But I would like to see two ninja fight. I think that can be really cool. There's a lot for Oda to play with there. So that's my guess. I'm thinking next chapter we're gonna get Fukurokuju versus Raizo. Some exposition with Momo. Probably And they'll probably touch on Kaido and Yamato a little more as well.
Oh, I mean, like the earlobe thing made me remember of Bobo. I don't know if you remember it,
Oh,
Vorpal.
I hated that show. I do
But it
remember.
was amazing, bro. The intro was lit. It was lit.
I
I'm gonna
was
hit
done
him
with
with
the show when the main
a
character
fist of the ass
introduced
hair.
himself.
Yeah, bro, it was amazing. Like that with fighting with the earlobe is like it gives me the same vibe as in
As nose hair fighting.
as nose hair
Oh no,
fighting.
yeah, no.
If you think about it,
Awful.
bro. But I mean, like, I definitely want to see like Momo in an adult form. But I hope he gets his nerves like back on, because like he's still a child mentally. He might change his like he might age himself like 10 years or whatever. But I mean, the change in his body as well, he's gonna get used to it. So there's a lot of like downside as well, like for him to get an like for him to age up, because like a lot of things mentally and physically is gonna change. I would definitely want to see like the fight with Zoro and Sanji, like how that's gonna go, because like I mean it was sick. Imagine if that's gonna get animated, like that moment. That's gonna blow the budget for like a whole episode. You're gonna see like some bad quality, and then everything in the episode is gonna get into that final attack. And some CP0 action as well, more in a sense of like getting some more information, because it's been a while that they have been talking.
Hmm.
That is true. I like to see if they go collect Husu's body or to confirm the KIA, I guess.
Yeah, true.
Kill confirmed.
Like Jinbei smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Not even
So-
respectfully, just he kicked him down and he never
Yes.
came back up.
I also want to see like Zoro's and Sanji's fight more.
Mm-hmm.
I also am really excited to see like Momo's adult form and how his character develops because of it. I mean, I think it is hard for a character to go through that kind of change so rapidly. So I also want to see more of the Big Mom fight.
Mm.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
well-
I'm being the lost Stan here. I want to see that fight.
I
But I also
also
want to see like Kid fight more.
I'm just thinking Oda's going from like smallest to largest. I'm thinking we're gonna get the Shinobi fight, then we'll probably get like Killer, not Killer. Then we'll get what am I blinking? Oh, Nekomamushi versus Perospero, and then we'll get Killer Kid. Killer Hawkins / Big Mom Lost. Since the fights are intertwined now, I think that's the order we'll probably go in as far as which fights we get. I know. Just waiting like a whole nother month for it.
Oh, don't remind me. Don't remind me, please.
2 background arcs later.
Yes,
Don't say that.
please don't say that.
Don't.
want that.
If you jinx that, Panda, I'm gonna search you up, man. Imagine waiting 2 weeks for that shit. Like, nah.
No.
Oh my
I'm
god.
I'm not having that.
Just 36 panels of backstory.
But I mean, we don't have that many chapters left this year, right?
Yeah.
We have
Um,
like 12 chapters left.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, like 12. Wait, how many breaks does Oda have in a couple 4 months now?
We have like 1, 2, 3, 4 Oda breaks, until we get the New Year's break.
Yeah, so definitely gonna be around 12-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, we go. Probably we are going to end this year on chapter 1000, 2000 on 1035.
Yep. I just did
The Lucine Bean potentially has a question. Lucine?
Where?
All right, good talk.
I can some
Oh,
questions. Huh?
She opened a can of worms is what she did.
Your personal opinion, strongest character. Well, who wanna go? Who wanna go first?
What's the guy whose powers the speed of light? Barcelona?
Borsellino.
Borsellino. Because let's think about it. Like he says, speed equals mass equals damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Speed of light, fastest thing. Period.
Mm.
So like he hits somebody with a hockey infused leg traveling at the speed of light. Pretty sure it's dead. That's my argument.
Well, we've already seen Kizaru hit people and then make it out.
Maybe he's not trying to kill him. I don't know.
Maybe.
I mean, like he like half-asses everything he does. So
True.
That is true.
So
Strongest character, honestly, I know this is gonna upset some people, but I would put my money on either Shanks or Akainu.
Akainu can like
oh my,
tank.
Akainu can like
He can tank.
Yeah, and for Shanks, definitely he has something up his sleeve.
True.
Yeah, like I think like even though Kaido has the epithet of strongest creature in the world, he had that epithet while Whitebeard had the epithet of strongest man in the world. So I don't think it's out of place to say that he's still not like the strongest.
doesn't Kaido like Loki want to kill himself? I'm just saying.
I mean, he's suicidal. He's definitely
He's
suicidal.
definitely suicidal.
Didn't he jump off of like a Skypea island and just
Yeah.
plop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we that's how what's the guy called again with like the instrument as a body?
Oh, the long arms
Apu.
guy.
Yeah. Apu, yeah, that's how Apu betrayed Kid. That's how Kid got captured and Hawking and Apu joined Kaido.
Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Nah. Like I would pick NL. If it wasn't for Luffy
Yeah.
Sama.
and
that
Neru.
was my second pick.
Yeah,
Oh
I mean,
man, Eneru is so strong. So his devil fruit, if you think about it, is super strong.
bro,
And the only one who's like immune is definitely Luffy.
I mean,
See,
he's
I
made of
can't-
rubber. So.
Or the dude made a
can't-
light. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I say I can't give it to an L because he was slow enough to get hit and by pre-time skip base form Luffy.
Base form.
Part of
that's
it is too is like Enel had no competition up until that point, right? So he had no time to develop his skills or his power.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I hope that we see Enel again.
I hope he just drops him out of space.
We will definitely see him again.
I've been hoping
Come
that
on.
like with all of these big hockey clashes on the top of Onigashima, that with Enel's like overpowered range on his observation hockey coupled with his devil fruit of him expanding it, he comes down. You know, he's been fighting space pirates this whole time, so he's actually like he's gotten swole, he's faster, he can actually tank some hits. Like I would be
Space
here
pirates.
for it. Like Kaido's not the final villain of Wano.
Blackbeard. Blackbeard.
Wow.
I'm putting my money on Blackbeard.
We'll see. I am also interested to see where Blackbeard's going, like what he was talking about when he said if the Marines aren't going to take it, then I will.
I honestly also think like the strongest character, I would also have to go with Akainu.
The Red Dog is strong. He tanked a lot from Whitebeard.
Yes, I have to think about my second pick because it's kind of hard because if you say raw strings,
Bro, at some point I just thought it was just like fucking plot armor. How is that man not knocked the fuck out? Like he got a concussion like from here to Tokyo. He got a body smack that like tilted the whole island, and like he got shit on, and like of course he did damage, but wasn't shown in the anime. Like his half face blown from Whitebeard. But I mean, come on. Like if that guy can tank a whole island almost like collapsing, that's insane.
Yeah,
yes.
he tanked a ton of damage. He blew off half of Whitebeard's head. He put a second hole in his chest. Like Akainu definitely put in the work. And then he has his like 48 day or something fight against Aokiji on Punk Hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, does anybody want to add something to the today's stream?
I do.
Yes.
Join Discord. Join my Joe Bro. My certified Joe Bro. I'm gonna keep asking everyone new. I don't know, whatever. Join. Call me. I'll watch it with you. Panda is my certified Joe Bro. Vorpal's my certified Joe Bro. Let's go. That's it.
Inshallah.
You and your JoJo's references, and I'm watching it. Pizza, I'm watching it.
Where are you?
Yes, I'm watching
Okay.
it with Gyarados. I burned him to JoJo's, and with the German subtitles, I actually, honestly,
Oh God.
Oh my god.
I kind of enjoy it.
Oh
Can
my
you imagine it in German dub?
No, in German subs.
No,
But
but in German
I
dub
was
would be
watching-
horrifying.
I was watching it in English sub before, but it was hard to keep track on it while reading English.
I get that.
So I think that wraps it up. Thank you for watching our podcast. Keep in mind we have other podcasts too, other of One Piece. On Mondays we have Black Clover. On Wednesdays we have Anime Conversation, where we talk about different kinds of anime, manga, webtoons, and manhwa. Follow our social medias to get additional information. As Pizza said, please join our Discord to talk about your favorite anime, manga, webtoon, and manhwa, and get recommended new series, discover new series, and talk about your favorite topics. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this content, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and comment down below. One big thank you from all of us at the Otaku International Podcast. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.